Hey folks, welcome to DocTalk. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson. We're tickled that you joined us today. My guest is going to be Dr. Matt Fair from Great Bend, Kansas at the Animal Medical Center, and we're going to talk about equine chiropractic medicine, probably touch a little bit on acupuncture as well. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy the show.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers. DocTalk brought to you by Brown Chevrolet Buick. In Wamego, just a short drive down the yellow brick road.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, good to be here.
Well, folks, Dr. Matt Fair, who's friend and colleague, outstanding veterinarian here in Great Bend, Kansas, owner of Animal Medical Center. We're in the Equine Medical Center, which is a beautiful facility. And Matt, over the years, you've developed some new things to add in the practice, but the thing we're going to talk about is the chiropractic medicine and potentially some of the acupuncture stuff too.
Right, I kind of started into some of the alternative medicine. After I got out of school, I got into practice, and there was just cases that I wanted to do more for. I just had certain things that the medical treatments just wouldn't do as much as I wanted them to. And so I started thinking about myself and how I enjoyed chiropractic. Been going to chiropractor since I was probably 11 years old. You know, as a high school athlete, it really helped me, you know. And so I went to Options for Animals, College of Animal Chiropractic, and that was a 280-hour postgraduate course.
Jeez, that's
so
long.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's a very involved, very powerful course, and I learned a lot. And it was a lot to wrap your mind around, being trained in Western medicine, and then moving over to something that's, to us we consider it alternative, but it's kind of an ancillary therapy that just builds on everything else that we do, and I wanted to learn that, and so I could offer that to my patients, and it's something that I think all animals can benefit from.
Absolutely. Well, we see it, in human medicine, animal medicine, but that holistic approach, that combination of Western medicine with the chiropractic, and
right.
The combination could be very powerful. Have you seen an uptake? Of these services?
You bet. It's something that is constantly growing. I get more and more people that are interested in it, and you tell people that, I adjust horses, and they say, you got to be kidding me! You can't adjust a horse. Well, lo and behold, I can.
Yep.
It's and it's a lot of fun, and the horses will show you, that they enjoy it, and it's always fun for me if I get somebody who's they're kind of a naysayer, or they kind of in the sheets about it, they don't believe in it. Well, I'll adjust their horse, and they'll come back and tell me how much better the horse is doing. So I just let the horse talk.
I suppose it's one of those, especially on the equine side, when you're in the saddle and you're feeling how that horse is moving before and after.
Right, for sure.
Probably pretty easy way to tell.
Yeah, for sure. That horse is going to move a lot freer. He's going to do things that he wasn't doing before. Maybe he wasn't stopping as well as he should be. Maybe he's not turning. Maybe he's not picking up that left lead. There's a lot of things that go into that. And so I started into the chiropractics, and then I added into the acupuncture here a little over a year ago, and that's a whole different mindset. You talk about traditional Chinese medicine, and it's weird for us because we don't understand how it works, but a large portion of the world's society views that as primary care.
Yep.
Instead of going for a pill, they go for a needle.
Yep. And I've been over in China and worked with different veterinarians, and sometimes it's easier. They don't have a pharmacy so much, but
right. They got an acupuncturist.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to have to take a break. This is some cool stuff, and we're going to get Jake out, and we're going to take a look and adjust him.
Yep.
And do it here for the show. And I just appreciate you taking the time out, and folks, we appreciate you watching DocTalk as well. We'll be back here after the break.
This hog is head over hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie Rodina.
And I'm Dawn Dawson with the Better Horses Radio Show.
For over 9 years, we've been bringing the Better Horses Radio Show to markets all across the Midwest. We talk about God, lots about horses.
We talk about cows, we talk about horse health, we talk to top trainers, and we even talk about Roy Rogers.
We are having a blast with Better Horses Radio Show and would love to take it to a market near you.
So visit our website at betterhorsesradio.com and let us or your local radio station know you'd like to hear it in your area.
The Better Horses Radio Show is unbelievable.
DocTalk, brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook, or visit us online at sftmeats.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to DocTalk. Dr. Dan Thompson here with Dr. Matt Fair. We're in Great Bend, Kansas at the Animal Medical Center, and we have Jake Jackson here. And you can find out Jake is standing at stud, and he's gonna be our participant today for the chiropractic treatment. And you can find Jake on the website at www.jakejackspin.com. And it's all one word, JakeJackspin.com. So, Dr. Fair, take it away. Talk to us a little bit about your approach.
When we're looking at a horse for chiropractic issues, we start out, I'm gonna either watch them move, or sometimes I just listen to them. Some people I can hear if they're off. I can kind of listen to them, kind of think about what's going on. But I'm gonna do just kind of a general once over and kind of go over the horse, and I'm gonna be feeling for heat and looking for anything abnormal that I can just visually see. And after that, I'm gonna start doing what we call motioning the horse. And so with the chiropractic, the biggest issue with chiropractic is finding decreased motion in those joints. We always think of chiropractic as adjusting the bones, moving the bones. But in reality, what we're doing is we're affecting that nervous system more than anything. Okay. So if you think about the spine, like Jake's spine, he's got nerves exiting that spine, from the time it leaves the skull to it gets to his tail. So if those vertebrae in the spine are just stuck one way or the other, they cause inflammation around those nerves, and that's what causes the pain, and it causes inflammation and just all sorts of issues. We can affect everything from the way he moves to the way his guts move, through chiropractic.
I'll be dang.
So, I'll kind of go through some of what I do. I'm going to come back and I'm going to just kind of motion the way his pelvis moves and kind of feel to see if Jake's feeling the way he should. And so I'm not, this is what takes the longest as far as your chiropractic education, is learning those
what to feel for.
Yep. It's those little minute differences in how he moves that really tell me where he's out, and what needs to be adjusted. So if we can kind of move him over here a little bit, I'm going to do, kind of feeling his back here, I'm going to do a motion called the hula. And you see I'm kind of hulaing his hips, and I'm just checking for the motion within his spine, And so then what I'll do, if Jake will allow me, is we're going to get up on this bale, and we're going to adjust his spine here a couple places. Ooh, bud.
Oh, bud.
Oh, Jake.
Oh, Jake. Move him over to you.
Yeah, just kind of stand him there.
Okay.
So Jake's got a couple lumbars here that we're going to work with. Good boy. And we talked about how horses are good about showing you when they like it. If you notice, Jake's moving his mouth, because Jake's been through this and he knows I'm making him feel better.
You can really see him pop.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, and so it's, the chiropractic, a lot of people, when they think about equine chiropractics, they think about people with hammers and stuff like that. A true chiropractic adjustment is a very specific adjustment in a very specific angle, and it's a high velocity, low amplitude, so very fast, very short movement. And so that's a true chiropractic adjustment.
I'll be dang. Well, that's pretty cool. And let's take a break.
Okay.
When we come back, let's jump into more
Okay.
of your chiropractic medicine. This is some interesting stuff, folks. Don't want to go away. We'll see you here after the break.
Tallgrass Commodities offers producers bulk commodities at a reasonable price with reliable service throughout the whole Midwest. To find out more about Tallgrass Commodities, visit tallgrass.us or call 785-494-8484. Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
This is a public notice. After 62 years as the best Western store in the state of Kansas, Roy Fry Western Lifestyles is calling it quits. And that means the entire $1.5 million inventory must be liquidated. And we've lowered prices again. Let's talk boots. Lucchese, Boulay, Corral, Tony Lama, Justin, Ariat, Nakona, Durango, Farini, and more. Right now, we will beat any price you can find anywhere, even online. Dwayne and his crew are on the floor, making incredible deals for you. Everything must be sold. All ladies' clothing, 50 to 70% off. American West purses and luggage, half price. All jewelry, belts, and home decor, half off. After 62 years, Roy Fry Western wants to say thank you for such great support over the years. We couldn't have done it without you. The Roy Fry Western Lifestyles Retirement Sale. On now. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, 9 to 5 Saturdays, and Sunday, noon to 4 p.m. Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, 121 Northeast Highway 24, Topeka. Don't miss this sale.
This Meet the Veterinarian is brought to you by Merck Animal Health, the science of healthier animals. Dr. Robert Gentry has 31 years of experience in mixed practice, focusing a majority of his time on beef cattle. As a founding director of the Academy of Rural Veterinarians, Dr. Gentry recognizes the need to encourage interest in life as a rural practitioner and advocate for rural veterinarians. He served as vice president of ARV in 2011 and 2012. Buying a car shouldn't be this hard. And at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego, it isn't. It's actually awesome. Whether you want a new or used car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. Even if you want to custom order a new car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. See Toby's team at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego. We're awesome.
Now another gardening tip with Annette Jackson.
Well-designed container flower gardens bring beauty to your home, at your entry, on your patio, or placed in a special spot in your landscape. Let Jackson's help you select the correct plant combinations which will add the color and style you need and that will survive the summer to provide beauty till frost.
Save 50% now at Jackson's annual bedding plant clearance sale. Veggies and pottery 25% off too. Come on out and save now.
This is the fast track to more jobs and America's energy independence. Advanced performance is here, now. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
DocTalk, brought to you by
the Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Hey folks, welcome back to DocTalk. Dr. Dan Thompson here with Dr. Matt Fair. And we're in Great Bend, Kansas at the Animal Medical Center, where Dr. Fair is veterinarian and has been providing chiropractic services now for quite some time. And we have Jake Jackson right here. That Jake is our participant and client for the day. So we're going to continue on, Dr. Fair.
Well, what I'll do, I'll go into and work with his neck here next. Easy, Jake. Ho. And so I'm going to continue. I'm just going to be feeling for, decreases in motion through that neck. And then we'll do an adjustment here. Whoa, easy, Jake. Easy, Jake. Easy, buddy. Whoa, ho. sometimes you can notice they do have a little startle reflex.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that is, although we may not hear an audible pop, it resonates through that horse a lot of times when it pops. And so just that kind of that startle can kind of, easy big guy. Here. You're all right. So I'm just kind of going down and I'm feeling that neck as it kind of moves along. Kind of get down here in that low neck.
He knows what you're doing, doesn't he?
Jake's had this a couple times, so he kind of, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun to watch the horses. If they've had it a few times, they kind of go right along with you because they know what's going on.
Kind of like me and my chiropractor.
Right? Easy. Good boy. Good boy. So then I'm going to go ahead.
So tell me what you're feeling for. Just places where you feel like you don't have good movement or good motion?
Right, yeah, and very basically, yeah, I'm going along and I'm going to each joint within that neck. There's 7 vertebrae in a neck. Right. And so I'm going to the junction between each one and I'm feeling that movement within that vertebrae or between those 2 vertebrae. And so that's where they get impinged, is where those facet joints come together, and you can feel that if that is locked up, I can feel it. It won't move like it should. Gotcha. And so then I apply an adjustment or a force through it.
Gotcha.
We'll go ahead and kind of go through.
What are you doing here?
We're going to go through his legs and make sure everything's moving. And there we had a pretty good audible pop, right? So that was in his carpus.
Boy, oh boy. Gotta feel better, Jake, after that.
Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Sorry, I'm kind of moving around. But
that's all right. I'll move with you.
Good boy, Jake.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stallions that you're going to...
No, Jake's a pretty good customer. He's a pretty level-headed guy.
So you go through the neck, go through the legs, lower back, mid back.
Go through everything, hips, withers. I mean, I move pretty much every joint in the body when I do an adjustment.
So when somebody's coming into the clinic for adjustments, what kind of price ranges do you hear people charge? Something like this.
I've heard of people charging upwards of $300 for an adjustment. In this area, it's a lot less. We're not even 100 here.
Right.
And so it varies, depending on where you're at in the country and what kind of horses you're working on. But my philosophy is, if I can keep it affordable, we can do more.
Big time.
You're not going to be. It's not going to be hard for you to bring him back, next time he's hurting. But if it's $300, it's going to hurt you quite a bit too to bring him back just because he's hurt.
Well, you want to do what's best, and you do a lot of good work for him.
Let's
I think we'll take a break. When we come back, let's wrap up and talk a little bit more about chiropractic medicine, some of the things you see as far as where we're headed with it.
Okay.
And sure appreciate you doing that. Jake, you've been a good customer. Thanks for bearing with us. Folks, thanks for watching Doc Talk. We'll be back here after the break.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
American innovation is being driven in places you might not expect by people like Brent Hayek, an Oklahoma family farmer, who recently set a world land speed record in a Ford Super Duty pickup truck powered by renewable B20 biodiesel. Advanced performance is here, now, putting America on the fast track to more jobs and energy independence. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Tar Waters has what you need for all seasons for around the farm and home. Working, hunting, growing, feeding, snow removal, even fun for the kids. and a service department with experienced techs to help keep your equipment in top running condition. Tar Waters has a huge selection and the best prices. Tarwater Farm and Home, family owned and operated since 1978. They have what you need.
Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Blevins at Kansas State University Veterinary Health Center, and for the horse tip, got to be watching your horse's skin, out in the sun, sunburn. What do you do for horses that have sunburn, and where do you look for them? Mainly it's going to be every white area of the horse is more exposed or more apt to get sunburn on the horse. So especially on the muzzle, around the eye. Cancer can even be involved with that too, especially around the eyes. So keeping a close eye on those, if they don't even have pigmentation around the eye, is very important. Different things can cause sunburn in the horse, even what they eat. So always ask your veterinarian if you have any concerns and what you can apply on the skin to help prevent sunburn. With sunscreens and kind of fly mask can also be helpful of that aspect of protecting your horse skin in the sun.
Tallgrass Commodities offers producers bulk commodities at a reasonable price with reliable service throughout the whole Midwest. To find out more about Tallgrass Commodities, visit tallgrass.us or call 785-494-8484.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information. DocTalk, brought to you by
the Kansas Association of Wheat Growers and the Kansas Wheat Commission. Together, we are Kansas Wheat.
Well, thanks for being with us today. It's been a great show.
It's been fun.
It's a great service that you're providing, and I know it's going to grow and grow. I'm amazed. It was the first adjustment I'd seen.
Is that right?
And you could physically see the movements, and it's just amazing.
It is. It's a lot of fun, and it's great for me, and it adds, something I can do more for my clients and for my patients, and it's just something that's so, to me, it's easy, and it's a no-brainer. You're sore. If I'm sore, I go to my chiropractor. If the horse is sore, bring him to an animal chiropractor. Get him adjusted. And I say animal chiropractor, it should be somebody who's been through the proper training. There's some guys out there that will put on a weekend training and show you how to do it that you can't learn enough through that to be anything more than dangerous.
Well, the other thing is we go through a lot of school to learn the nervous system, to learn the interaction of when it is chiropractic treatment necessary and when modern medicine needs to be applied. And I'm not saying it's not modern medicine, but we've got a lot of background in this, and it's important that we stay hooked.
Right, exactly. And they just, like I say, go for somebody who's got the credentials, and they're going to help you out. The chiropractic, it works. Instead of adding medicine, we work with the animal's innate ability to heal itself. Yep. And so we're doing it that way. If you have questions about the chiropractic or what I do, any of the things that I do, you can get a hold of me at AMC here in Great Bend.
Yep.
We have a website. It's www.myamcvets.com. We also have a Facebook page. So several ways you can get a hold of us.
AMC is Animal Medical Center, Great Bend, Kansas. Dr. Matt Fair, Dr. Nels Lindberg, y'all do a great job. I appreciate also all that you do for us at Kansas State, not only for me and my program, but you do a lot for our students, and I just appreciate you giving back.
We're happy to do it. We enjoy the students coming out. It's a lot of fun.
Yep. Folks, you've been watching Doc Talk. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, always work with your local veterinarian. And if you want to know more about what we're doing on Doc Talk, you can find us at www.doctalktv.com or go on the web to find us at K-State at www.vet.ksu.edu. Thanks for watching Doc Talk. I sure appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson, and I'll see you down the road.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff. Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.